frickin' Michigan. Can we all give it up one more time for the amazing Debbie Stabenow, who has done so much for us? 50 years of service, the original OG, first woman elected from the state of Michigan at the federal level. Okay, we are running late, so I'm going to do this quickly. What a beautiful night. Okay. I'm Congresswoman Elissa Slotkin. I am proud to be the nominee for the U.S. Senate seat in November. We all know we have a job to do this November. We all know that Michigan is where you come to get things done. And we know that we invented the concept of the middle class, where you could work at an auto plant and afford the car that you were buying. That was a radical concept that we invented. And the Midwest has been on display, right? The Midwest has been on display. People are here, everyone is here because they know how important we are in this election to keep the White House, to flip the House, and to keep the U.S. Senate. And I think we have actually a very interesting story going on here, because we have a Midwesterner on the VP slot on both sides, right? Interesting, interesting. Here in Michigan, we know a lot of guys like Tim Walz, right? We know a lot of guys like him. He feels like one of us. He's the coach, he's the dad making bad jokes, he's a high school teacher, he's a veteran, right? And he's also the guy who will tell you to always keep jumper cables in your car. We know that guy, we know that guy. On the flip side, we have J.D. Vance, right? And in the Midwest, we know some guys like J.D. Vance too, right? Let's be honest. They're the ones who talk down to people. They're the ones who preach freedom, except the freedom for you to live the life you want to live. We all know that guy. More and more of these Republican candidates are taking the same approach. So is the guy that I will be running against, Mike Rogers. Watch him. Watch him. We have a choice this election in which kind of Midwest we want, which kind of country we want. Do we want something hopeful and positive, or divisive and splitting us apart? We know what we want. The other side of the aisle is going to claim that they care about the middle class. They're going to claim that they care about your jobs. What they want is your vote. They do not give a living crap about you. So in those two contrasting visions, we know which one we pick. And lastly, because I know you're excited for us to get on to the main attraction, for those of you, for those of you who are not convinced by the importance of this election to your rights and your democracy, to the vision of America, the country we love, none of you would be here if you didn't love our country. That's right. If you didn't love our country, you wouldn't be here. But if none of those things convince you, let me just say one thing, again, about Midwestern values. And here, you'll have to excuse me. We are not going to let, no red-blooded Michigander is ever going to let a Buckeye get into the damn White House.